Travis Kelce is the closest thing to a black man that Taylor Swift is ever going to get next to.
I beg your pardon?
What is swag surfing? Everything to know about Chiefs' viral dance celebration as Taylor Swift and Donna Kelce participate. Barbers in America and abroad are inundated with requests for the Travis Kelce. What the lick read, people? Welcome back to the channel where we deep dive into the absurdity that we call life. I have recently seen a lot of questionable things in the media lately that have made me wonder, are we all cooked? I'm not saying we're all doomed, but if I had a parlay, if humanity was going to survive to the 22nd century, I'm betting against humanity. I'm sorry. I feel like society's kind of been doomed for a while, and it's not recent events like someone reacting to their aunt's OnlyFans or, the auction block content. I mean, smash or passes that are going around nowadays. No, we've been like this for a while. So today, I'm going to be breaking down the moments that made me wonder, are we all just in the extended cut of The Truman Show and no one told us? But before we start, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get into the video. People always talk about how other people are lost nowadays. How it seems that society has become a parody of itself. That things are becoming stranger than fiction. That people need to find God. These things might be true, but if you look back into the late 1900s, some may call it the 90s, you realize it wasn't much better back then either. Let's start off with the Jerry Springer Show. For those of us who grew up in the 21st century, the superior century, remember staying home from school when we were sick and turning on the TV and watching Jerry Springer rerun. Back then, we did not know this was an old show playing old episodes. We didn't care about all that. All we cared about was people getting down and dirty and throwing these hands. But after you matured a little bit, you start to realize, one, maybe this show wasn't the most age appropriate for kids. And two, how did they get away with putting this on national television? Remember the episode where a man marries a horse? Last time I checked, PetSmart doesn't sell marriage certificates. So how exactly did this man end up marrying a horse? A horse! First of all, it's almost completely impossible to find actual footage of the episode. It's like they want to scrub it completely from the historical record. And also, I'm pretty sure if I show clips from the episode, I'm going to have this video taken down. So I'm just going to show you some stills. But that's not the worst of it. This man talks about doing unspeakable things with this horse. Again, I can't say what those are because I'm not trying to get this video taken down, but use your imagination. Actually, don't use your imagination. Please, do not use your imagination. Again, how did this show meet FCC guidelines and was able to air on national television? This show was definitely a sign of bad things to come. But another thing that made me realize that we're all cooked is the whole mac and cheese on everything trend. From like 2015 to 2019, you could not go past a video of someone making the most delicious and scrumptious food that you have ever seen, and then them ruining it by slathering it in mac and cheese. The chokehold that this trend had on society needs its own Harvard study. This trend had kitchens everywhere in a chokehold. The way these chefs were just slathering mac and cheese on everything, you would think it was the secret Krabby Patty formula or something. If I walked into a restaurant during that time period and a chef told me today's special is mac and cheese lasagna, oh, I'm crashing out. My man, that is an Italian dish. I'm not even Italian, and I can tell you how disrespectful that is. They were putting mac and cheese on burgers, wraps, wings, coffee, anything and everything that these people could get their cheese-covered hands on. I mean, it was just unnecessary. What's next? Mac and cheese California rolls? Hold on, let me not give them any ideas. Damn it, man! They beat me there. The next thing is pretty relevant to my generation, and that's vaping. Oh, we were so close. We were this close. We were on the brink of victory. We were so close that we were going to declare smoking extinct like the dinosaurs. But then, boom, it all changed when the vaping nation attacked. It's like our generation just blew a 3-1 lead. We had people quitting smoking, throwing their cigarettes in the air like graduation caps. People were getting their lungs back like they just found them at the Lost and Found. We were about to have a smoke-free utopia. But no, vaping came in with these flavors like bubblegum, strawberry, pineapple, and grape.
Ugh. Brother, ugh.
If you grew up in Florida, you might remember those tobacco-free Florida commercials that we watched every year. I'm not gonna lie, some of those commercials had me scared. I promised myself I was never, ever going to even touch a cigarette. And I know I wasn't the only one like this, since a bunch of people are calling cigarettes cancer sticks. So you already know the propaganda campaign was incredibly effective. People nowadays even look at people who smoke cigarettes crazy. You smoke cigarettes? Ew. But then vapes, pens, and carts came into the picture and were acting like they're not the same exact thing. I remember in 6th grade during gym, kids would sneak off to a corner of the baseball field to get a hit off this kid's vape pen. These kids were fiending for it. I mean, it looked like these kids were freebasing it. I remember seeing kids collapse because they didn't get their daily recommended dose of nicotine-flavored bubblegum. Mind you, it got so bad that my school started talking about getting DEA agents to find out how these kids were getting their hands on these vapes. Nothing really came of it except a couple kids going to an alternative school, which is really just juvie with math. But I think it's only gotten worse since I graduated high school, because people are now quitting their jobs because they can't vape on the job. I'm sorry, but this might just be Gen Z's crack epidemic. I think we're all cooked. That's the reason Gen Z looks so old. They're all on nicotine.
Attention to watchers of this video. Smiling Observer is calling upon you to like, comment, and subscribe, please. It's free, and he has to get out of the trenches soon. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe already.
Another thing that had me saying that we're all doomed was the Area 51 raid of 2019. So somebody on the internet one day decides, let's all storm Area 51. They can't stop us all. Someone only has that type of logic when they're on too many energy drinks and other questionable substances. I would say this is the federal government we're talking about, and they can stop all you motherfuckers. But that didn't stop people from trying to storm the Capitol, so they might have been onto something, to be honest with you. They also wanted all of us to Naruto run there, like a bunch of cringy anime kids trying to get to lunch. They had a whole plan like they were orchestrating a heist on GTA or something. Then the day comes, and folks show up. We're not talking just a handful. We're talking thousands. They even had signs and costumes, like it was Comic-Con or something. For some strange reason, clap them alien cheeks became a slogan to these people. I can't make this shit up. Now, did they end up finding the aliens that they said were locked up? We may never know, but they found something even more important than that. Memes. It felt like it was Woodstock for conspiracy theorists. Everybody got their alien-themed merchandise. Someone brought a boombox playing E.T. by Katy Perry. So in the end, no one actually stormed Area 51. The military probably sat there watching the whole thing on surveillance thinking, are these fools for real? At the end of the day, the real aliens were the people who went along with this bullshit. My personal conspiracy theory is that the aliens were using this as a diversion tactic to escape, and everyone who showed up fulfilled their cries for help. What if these aliens were trying to save us from a greater threat? We may never know. And that's why we might be doomed. The next thing I want to talk about seems like an episode of Black Mirror or The Twilight Zone. I'm talking about holograms. Specifically, holograms of dead celebrities. So here's the deal. You got your Tupac, your Michael Jackson, your Whitney Houston, all back from the grave. Like, surprise, we're still in this bitch. Now, I ain't saying it ain't cool seeing Tupac on stage for a new generation, but let's keep it real. It's also a little creepy. I remember seeing the Michael Jackson one for the first time, and I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, imagine you're at a concert vibing and suddenly holographic Tupac appears and he says, "All eyes on me." It's like he's stuck in digital limbo, forever performing for an audience. And everyone's eyes will be on him for eternity. I think this is only going to get worse with the rise of AI. Labels can basically have an infinite song glitch when an artist dies. Now, don't get me wrong, I appreciate the technology. It's like bringing a piece of music history back to life. But let's not pretend that it's anything more than a high-tech magic trick. They ain't fooling anybody. Holograms don't have any real soul. All they really got is pixels and fancy lighting setups. I mean, it's kind of happening right now with the abundance of posthumous albums that they've been pumping out lately. These record labels are already milking every noun, verb, adjective, and syllable that some of these artists recorded before passing away. Don't be surprised to see X in Juice WRLD one day performing at Rolling Loud in hologram form. Or a Pop Smoke song featuring speaker knockers. I would not put it past some of these record label executives. When writing for this video, I wanted to ask some of my friends what were some moments that they realized that we're all cooked. So these next couple things are going to be their responses. All of the WWE, every single part of it. Okay, damn. That one time the WWE made a Ghanaian man play a Jamaican man and made him speak in a fake ass Jamaican accent. I'm not gonna lie, he kind of fooled me until real Jamaicans told me what's up. But shout out to Kofi Kingston though, he's still a legend. The other time the WWE hired an Italian man to pretend to be an Arab man and then fire him for doing his job. Oh, I remember this. He was fired because they aired an episode where he set 5 masked men to attack The Undertaker, but the episode aired around the same time as the London bombings. Yikes. And finally, we have the time where Vince McMahon revealed himself to be the greater power. When him and the great power have simultaneously been in the ring together. I feel like this should have been the moment we realized that Vince might have a couple screws loose. Another one of my friends said, "To Pimp a Butterfly losing to whatever Macklemore's album was called." Yeah, this will always bug me, especially since he leaked his own DMs with Kendrick. Like, bro, just take the win. That you stole, by the way. Redo of Healer. Yeah, I'm not touching that one with a 10-foot pole. I'm still wondering, how did that series ever get greenlit for an anime? Yeah, humanity might as well just pull an Oppenheimer at this point. I don't think anyone could save us. It's Jover, unless we can get someone to save us. Please, someone, please come and save us. We need saving. But tell me how you feel in the comment section below. Do you like this new video style I'm testing out, or do you like my original style? Tell me. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.